Namaskaram. Let us continue with the story of Bhishma. We said that there is a background to the apparent cruel action of Ganga in killing every child she delivered soon after. And the story goes like this. In heaven, there is a group of divinities, let us say, called Vasus. There were 8 of them. They are divinities. There are some gradations in heaven. Anyway, they are heavenly bodies, that's all what we can say. And one day they were passing through the hermitage of sage Vasishtha. And the leader of the group was by name Jyog, and his wife spotted the divine cow called Nandini. She is known to be the daughter of the most famous divine cow, Kamadhenu. And the cow looked so beautiful, so perfect, that this lady took a fancy for the cow. So she asked her husband, I want this cow. You snatch her with its calf and let us take it to our house. Joe was reluctant, but when his wife insisted, he yielded. So they, all of them together, they led the cow and calf to their house. When Vasishtha was not there at that time. When he came, he didn't find his cow. Vasishtha has everyday rituals, havans, for which the milk he got from this cow. This was a cow which had lots of powers, lots of qualities, like anything you wish, you can ask the cow, it would give. But that's not the reason why the Vasus took it away. It was just a momentary fancy. Vasishtha wondered, what happened to my cow? It never strays out. And because of his penance, he has the ability to know what has happened. This is called Trikalajna, someone who knows what happened in the past, what happens now, what would happen in the future. So he knew what happened. So he immediately cursed the cows, the Vasus, that you all behaved not like the people in heaven, but like the people living on earth. People in heaven should have no quality like telling lies, snatching others' property. These are all done by people on earth. So you all should be born on earth, and then you can come back to heaven when you have got rid of this bad habit. The Vasus came to know of this curse and they were very sorry. So they rushed to Vasishtha, prostrated in front of him, and prayed for a pardon, prayed for pardon. Vasishtha, it was out of that anger which swelled when he saw that he was deprived of his cow by wrong means. That's why he cursed. But when his anger subsided, he took pity. He said, okay, my words cannot go false. You must be born on earth. But I don't mind if you, as soon as you are born, you die, you come back. But that's only for the rest, not for your leader. He should live long years on earth. Only that he will live like a celebrity. Someone whom everybody respected, everybody feared, everybody had great regard. And so the event ended there. But what to do? How to make sure that they didn't have to live long on earth? So they approached Ganga, the river goddess, and requested her that this is the curse and we don't want to live long on earth. So you please be our mother and you kill us as soon as we are born. And unfortunately, Jove has to live long years, but the rest of us should be killed immediately. And Mother Ganga took pity on them and agreed. And that is why, for that opportunity, she was visiting the river bank in human form as a lady. And that is how Shantanu found her and requested her to be his wife. And Ganga put this condition, and Shantanu agreed, and all those, the story. So this is the story behind the killing of the children as soon as they were born. One point I missed to say last time. This is much after this. After what is it called? The first 7 children were killed, and Shantanu objected when Ganga was going to throw the 8th child to the river. And Ganga went away with her child. Then when the 8th child, named Devavrata, when he sacrificed his claim to the throne and even promised not to marry. It was such a terrible vow that from heaven there was appreciation, and they called Bhishma. We said that yesterday. And Bhishma took, with the consent of the king of fishermen, carried Satyavati, his to-be stepmother, in the chariot and took her to Shantanu. Shantanu was, overcome with happiness, and he blessed Bhishma that you will have Swachhanda Mrityu. Swachhanda Mrityu means someone who could live as long as he wished. And when he wanted to die, he could die at that time. That's called Swachhanda Mrityu. He was blessed with that ability. And this plays a part in the story of Bhishma. So that is about the background story. Now, Shantanu marries Satyavati, and Satyavati bore 2 sons. The first was named Chitrangada. Chitrangada means one who, it's just a name, but for the sake of remembering the name, if at all. Chitrangada, one who bore armlets on the upper arm. The kings and soldiers you would have seen in pictures on the upper arm to protect in war. That is Chitrangada. And the second one was named Vichitra Virya. Vichitra Virya means one with extraordinary valor. Chitrangada was a very gifted prince, very skilled in war, but he was very proud of his ability. So he would, for no reason, he would go with his army, invade his neighbors, and defeat them, not for expanding his empire, just for, to thrust his valor, to demonstrate his valor. Unfortunately, he played it too often. Once he challenged a Gandharva. Gandharva is a celestial being. The celestial musicians are Gandharvas, but they are also good warriors. By the name of Chitrangada, with the same name, they fought, and Gandharva was too much for Chitrangada, and Chitrangada was defeated, not only, was killed in war. So the firstborn was killed in a war by a Gandharva. Now we will come to the story of Vichitra Virya tomorrow. Namaskaram.